Hi everyone, I'm on Stories today. I'm going to talk to you about all things vitamin A. So the word usually used around vitamin A is retinol, but I'm going to describe a little bit more about the best ways to use retinol and how to introduce it into your routine. So the most widely used word is retinol when we're talking about vitamin A, but retinol is actually just a small part of the vitamin A family. It's a derivative of vitamin A. So when we're talking about the blanket term, so all different types of vitamin A, we talk about retinoids. So different types of retinoids for your skin, and retinol just happens to be the alcohol version of it. But I'm going to break it down a little bit more simply. So we naturally produce vitamin A in our own skin, but like everything, as we get older and as our skin starts to mature, we start to produce less and less of it. And that is why we experience things like texture, hyperpigmentation, deepening of fine lines and wrinkles. So vitamin A is that product and that ingredient that we want to introduce into the skin because we've depleted amounts of it as we get older. So we want to replace that. So it's never one size fits all when it comes to vitamin A and prescribing a product that has vitamin A in it for our clients. For example, somebody who has maybe sensitive skin wants to see a difference in their skin but introduce a vitamin A type product slowly and build up slowly but surely. We would be looking at something like introducing the likes of your Environ AVST1 or your skin protein from Skin Ingredients. So the reason we do this is because this type of vitamin A is called palmitate. Your skin recognizes it very easily, and it takes quite a few conversions to turn palmitate into retinoic acid, therefore causing the skin to accept it a lot quicker and to not cause much irritation. So if you are prescribed or if you're recommended a product that contains retinol, you might necessarily be sensitive. You could possibly have used different retinol in the past. Because this is retinol, this is the alcohol version of vitamin A, and this takes fewer conversions to turn to retinoic acid, therefore seeing slightly quicker results in the skin because it doesn't need to convert that many times to turn into the end result. These types of products contain retinol, and just make sure with your skin therapist that you're choosing the right one for your type of skin. Generally, oily skin can be good at tolerating slightly higher levels of retinol or starting off on retinol as opposed to palmitate. It's also really important that if you're using a retinol based product that you look into it being encapsulated as well. So when a retinol is encapsulated, that generally means there's a nice oil layer that sits around the molecule, and that means it's protecting the skin as it's delivered down deeper into the layers, and that it starts to convert then. And the conversion of retinol is going to give us things like softening out fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to help fade hyperpigmentation in the skin, and it's going to boost cell renewal as well. So with boosting cell renewal, we're shedding off the dead skin cells on the upper layers of the skin, and we're improving texture that way and tone. So smoothing out texture and working on evening out skin tone. So I'm just going to do a quick recap. I know the subject of vitamin A and retinoids is quite a large subject to squeeze into stories. So don't be dismayed. Sometimes people come into me in clinic, if I mention vitamin A, their first reaction or their first encounter of it might be peeling, irritation or dryness in the skin, and that just might mean that they're not particularly on the right type of vitamin A product. If you're finding it hard to acclimatize to vitamin A type products or retinols, sometimes it's a nice idea to bring supplementation into it. So Advanced Nutrition Program do a fantastic supplement called Skin Vit A, and that will help you internally take on vitamin A, so topically your skin can become a little bit more tolerant and adaptable to different levels of retinol. If you're unsure, the best advice is always to book in for an online consultation. Pop into us here in the Nace Skin Clinic either, and we've been more than happy to recommend the proper vitamin A product for you.